to protect one federal witness.
That mafia put a price tag on the head.
He's not up against just one hitman. He's up against 5.
Your job just got 4 times harder.
They're gonna kill her.
She won't last a night.
What are you gonna do?
Whatever it takes.
They found you. Get out of there now.
The Player, all new, next Thursday after The Blacklist on NBC, and get the NBC app.
On an all-new Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, Michael Fassbender drops by. NBC Tonight.
Your one news source. This is NewsCenter1.
Good evening, I'm Shad Olson. This is NewsCenter1 at 10. Tonight we report on an officer-involved shooting that took place in Lead back in September. The shooting now ruled as justified. South Dakota Attorney General Marty Jackley says that 3 Lawrence County Sheriff's deputies involved in an exchange of gunfire with a suspect who later died at Rapid City Regional Hospital were justified in firing their weapons. Jackley's report also says 31-year-old Rory Gunderman of Sundance, Wyoming, died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound, not from a bullet that was fired by one of the officers. That probe by the State Division of Criminal Investigation clears Detective Joe Levesque, Sergeant Pat Johnson, and Deputy Matt McCrodin. They had been put on administrative leave after the incident, which is standard procedure. In top international headlines tonight, Russia's growing involvement in Syria's civil war is raising the risk of confrontation with U.S. forces fighting ISIS in Syria. NBC's Richard Engel reports tonight on why the Defense Department is so concerned.
Russia's intervention into Syria is escalating by the day, and so are the risks, including confrontation with the U.S. Senior defense officials tell NBC News that 4 of the 26 cruise missiles Russia fired at Syria from the Caspian Sea yesterday landed short in Iran. Russia and Iran deny it. Apparently there were no casualties. But what really has U.S. military officials worried is that Washington wasn't informed before the launch, even though the missiles traveled through airspace where American aircraft are operating. Already at least 2 U.S. planes had to be diverted to avoid confrontations with Russian aircraft. There has been U.S.-Russian consultation, so-called deconflicting meetings, but they don't seem to be working. And what's worse, the Russians secretly recorded the video conference and showed it on television. Washington is also fuming at Russia's choice of targets in Syria, mostly anti-Assad rebels, some backed by the U.S.
We have not and will not agree to cooperate with Russia so long as they continue to pursue this misguided strategy.
The problem is Washington and Moscow are fighting what are effectively 2 different wars. The U.S. bombing to stop ISIS, Vladimir Putin bombing to keep Assad in power. And because these wars overlap, a mistake could escalate quickly and badly.
Syria has been an open wound for more than 4 years. Now it's bringing the U.S. and Russian militaries dangerously close to each other, closer than they've come in decades. Richard Engel, NBC News, Berlin.
While speaking on Russia's misguided strategy and quote, Secretary of Defense Ash Carter also commenting on Afghanistan, saying that the U.S. would maintain its troop levels there through the end of 2015. Observers of the Syrian situation saying that the United States and Russia are actually fighting on opposite sides of a war, with the United States hopeful that ISIS and its affiliates will actually topple Assad and the Assad regime from power in the nation of Syria. Well, the people charged with keeping America safe say that lone wolf terrorists are a bigger threat to the homeland than terrorism groups like ISIS and even al-Qaeda. Today, the heads of the FBI, Homeland Security, and National Terrorism Center testifying before the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee. The 3 saying that groups like ISIS effectively use the internet and social media to find and encourage individuals in the United States to carry out small-scale attacks. They say the number of individuals and their communication techniques makes them extremely hard to identify and track. FBI Director James Comey says dozens of people in the U.S. are using encryption software to communicate with ISIS supporters. Comey says that people in the U.S. begin conversations with ISIS supporters on Twitter and other social media, then shift to encrypted conversations that the FBI cannot monitor, even with a court order.
It's a huge challenge because good people do what good people do, which is we tend to write an innocent narrative over troubling facts. So the hair stands up on the back of your neck, but you say, well, I must be misunderstanding, or he must just be having a bad day, or I must not have heard him right. And what we're trying to get folks to do is, when the hair stands up on the back of your neck, just tell us. Right? Tell any police officer, any deputy sheriff, we will check it out in secret so no one gets smeared. And if it's nothing, it's nothing. But if it's something, you may have just saved your child's life and the life of innocent people. But given human nature, that is an enormous challenge for us.
Director of the National Terrorism Center, Nicholas Rasmussen, saying that the population of homegrown violent extremists in the United States has increased dramatically over the last 18 months. President Barack Obama has a decision to make. Yesterday, Congress sending President Obama the sweeping $612 billion defense policy bill for 2015, a bill they send every year. But this year, Mr. Obama is threatening to veto over an ongoing partisan battle on the bill about government spending. If Obama vetoes that bill, it would be only the 5th time a president has vetoed a defense authorization bill in the past half-century. The president says he'll veto the bill because while it contains all the money he requested, he does not like the way that Congress increased defense spending by padding a war-fighting account. The bill also has a number of amendments from our own U.S. Senator Mike Rounds, including one that deals with the production of a new long-range bomber, something that obviously could impact Ellsworth Air Force Base.
This is an important bill because what it does, it provides our military with tools necessary to combat ISIS and numerous threats around the world. It includes 4 provisions that I offered earlier this year, including amendments to help develop the Air Force's new bomber, the long-range strike bomber, improve Pentagon workforce that develops new weapons, and help states and localities if they're the targets of cyber attacks, something that we need to coordinate better.
That measure also provides a 1.3% pay increase to service members, and it extends the ban on torture to the CIA. And President Barack Obama nominates Randolph Seiler to be South Dakota's U.S. Attorney. Seiler has been the acting U.S. Attorney in the state since March, when then U.S. Attorney Brendan Johnson stepped down for a job in private practice. The U.S. Senate must now confirm Seiler's appointment. Meantime, in the race for Speaker of the House, big developments today. Majority Leader Kevin McCarthy stunning Washington this afternoon by abruptly pulling out of that race. The California Republican was widely expected to be nominated for that position during a meeting of House Republicans. But McCarthy faced intense opposition from many House Republican conservatives. McCarthy telling reporters that he realized a fresh face was needed to succeed outgoing Speaker John Boehner. House Republicans now postponing the nomination process of their candidate for Speaker. And here's a look at today's markets on Wall Street. And in this first full week of the month of October, it's been an absolute stellar showing for the major indexes. That continues today as well. The Dow rising 138 points, 17,051. NASDAQ up 20 to 4811. The S&P also rising up 18 points to 2013. And gold dropping $10.50 today to $1,138.20. Dovish comments being found in the minutes from the most recent Fed meeting, leading to continued optimism among the major markets. Topping the crime beat tonight, Rapid City Police making an arrest in connection with a local casino robbery. Police arresting 53-year-old James Archer of Rapid City as a suspect in the September 21st robbery of Uncle Sam's Casino on Jackson Boulevard. Authorities also identifying a second person of interest in that robbery, and that investigation is ongoing. Months after severe weather destroyed homes on the Pine Ridge Reservation, federal organizations are providing disaster recovery. NewsCenter1's Erica Horvatine tonight reports on how Ellsworth Air Force Base is at the very center of that aid.
Ellsworth Air Force Base partnering with the Federal Emergency Management Agency to bring housing relief to the Pine Ridge Reservation. Severe storms and flooding this past May caused devastation to Pine Ridge, leaving residents homeless. FEMA ordered manufactured housing units that will be permanent homes for residents on the reservation. Ellsworth is providing a staging location to hold the homes until they are ready to be transported to Pine Ridge for installation.
We're staging for FEMA with their trailers, and they'll have as many as they need out here, and we'll support them until their mission's over.
2 trailer homes arrived via truck at Ellsworth today, and 48 more homes are scheduled to arrive by this coming Tuesday. These 50 homes are only the initial order.
Right now, we're still uncertain on the total number of units. The disaster registration period just ended earlier this week, so we're still determining the total need from the reservation at this time.
FEMA will continue to go through applications and determine the amount of homes needed to recover from the disaster.
More than 1,600 applications for assistance.
We have to go through the eligibility determinations on those, but we're hoping to help as many families as are eligible for our assistance.
There is no specific end date to the mission. FEMA will continue working with Ellsworth until the Pine Ridge Reservation is able to make full recovery. For NewsCenter1, I'm Erica Horvatine.
Yeah, and right on cue, Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio joining us in this discussion. You think about the year that we had and the summer when the month of June was one of the most dramatic I think we've seen in severe weather in quite some time, and we're still feeling the effects, and they're still trying to work their way through it there on the reservation and elsewhere too.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, not only in South Dakota, but all over the country. We've had all sorts of problems, and South Carolina is a prime example of the problems of the severe weather that not only
the rain has stopped, but the water's still rising.
Oh my God! Yeah,
think of that.
Just number of dams have been breached down there, so water is still flowing down, still flooding homes over there. So let's take a look at our radar, and you can see we had a few little showers moving through the Black Hills earlier today, but they have now well to our south. High pressure building in. We're getting ready for a beautiful, beautiful weekend.
You've been talking about that all week.
All week long.
It's been well advertised.
So nice.
If you don't have plans for that already, that's your own fault, because he's told us about it all week long. We got more details coming up in his full forecast in just a bit. We're back with more news after the break, right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
This is NewsCenter1 with Shad Olson. Sports with Justin Wickersham. And weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
If you want big style and big value, then hurry into Carpet One for our big flooring sale. Through Monday, discover beautiful new carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl plank, or tile, and get 6 years no interest. Carpet One's everyday low prices starting at $1.79 per square foot. Includes carpet cushion and installation at no extra charge. During Carpet One's big flooring sale. Choose from the best brands of flooring and get a beautiful new floor with 6 years no interest. Through Monday at Carpet One, Floor and Home, Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
Anyone who's had our chicken knows it's plump and juicy. What they may not know is that it's also 100% natural.
All our chickens are certified, humanely raised, no antibiotics, on a high-quality diet of soy and grain.
Why are they called tenders?
They're called tenders because they come from the tenderloin of the breast, hand-trimmed just for colors. It's not a strip or a finger, it is the true tenderloin.
I'll put our chicken tenders up against anybody's.
That's like my Granny Franklin used to make. That's outstanding, Craig.
Welcome to Delicious.
A car gives you freedom, room to grow, and in time, room to grow up. Your dream car evolves, and protecting it takes committed support. American Family Insurance.
The season is here. Are you ready? Gear up and save big at Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Find great deals like $100 off a Cabela's 15-inch commercial-grade vacuum sealer, up to $30 off Wild Game trail cameras, and 25% off select Cabela's flannel and chamois shirts. Plus, pick up a new Cabela's Polar Cap cooler, starting at $249.99. Make this season count, and don't miss Cabela's Ultimate Outfitter Sale. Shop in-store or online at Cabela's.com.
So we've had a Tempur-Pedic for a while, but now that we have the adjustable base, it's even better.
I'm gonna go up and discover how Tempur-Pedic can move you.
And right now, get 4 years no interest financing and a $300 gift with purchase of a Tempur-Pedic set. Get your best night's sleep on a Tempur-Pedic. Better prices, better advice. Simply sleep better. Now at 2 locations, by Rushmore Crossing and on Mount Rushmore Road, Rapid City.
When severe weather strikes, now you can be a part of the NewsCenter1 weather team. Upload your pictures and video with the NewsCenter1 weather app, and then see it live during the newscasts. NewsCenter1, your one weather source.
It is that time of year already when health professionals once again urge us to get a flu shot that they say will protect us from the dreaded flu. Flu vaccinations are now available through regional health, including all regional medical clinics and regional urgent care clinics in western South Dakota and eastern Wyoming. Doctors say that you can protect yourself from the virus for $20, and patients can make an appointment by calling their hometown clinic or by walking into urgent care locations in Rapid City and Spearfish. Last year, more than 60 people died from influenza-related illness right here in South Dakota. If it saves lives, you can't say it enough. Check your smoke alarm. After a fire claimed the life of a Rapid City man last week, the American Red Cross is being proactive. They've decided to canvass the area, going door to door, teaching people how to be prepared in the event of a fire. Red Cross Disaster Program Manager Dustin Calhoun says that installing smoke alarms cuts the risk of someone dying from a home fire by half. That's a message that's worth repeating.
I would say that they need to pay attention to it because it affects them as a whole in the community. We rely on each other in the community, so I think that the more they know about their community, the more prepared they are, the better off they'll be in the long run.
The Red Cross canvassing 3 square blocks around the 1,000 block of Farlow Avenue earlier tonight. A bit of a wet day around the Black Hills today as we head closer into an absolutely stellar weekend, according to Bob Riggio's forecast. He's been telling about it all week long, and he lays out the details coming up in your full forecast right here on NewsCenter1 at 10.
You recorded your show here, but want to watch it here. Here. No, wait. Here. With Mid-Continent's TiVo whole home experience, record in one room, watch, pause, and play in another. You'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Midco gives you more.
Introducing the newest member of the Yamaha off-road family. It thrives in the most remote, rugged terrain. It never steps down from a challenge and travels long distances in search of adventure. The all-new Yamaha Wolverine. It's a whole new animal.
Black Hills Power Sports, I-90 service road between exit 60 and 61 in Rapid City.
It's big. For the first time ever, 6 years interest-free through Monday at all 3 Fisher stores. The biggest selection, the biggest savings, the biggest finance offer. 6 years interest-free. So many styles, so much to choose from. Living rooms and dining rooms, bedrooms and mattresses. It's the furniture you want for less. Plus 6 years interest-free. It's big. 6 years interest-free through Monday at all 3 Fearless Fisher stores in Rapid City.
If you know about smoke rings, and fat caps, and burnt ends, and marbling, and flavor-producing properties of real hickory wood, burned for at least 13 hours at less than 300 degrees, then we don't need to tell you much about this, other than where to eat it. Arby's, we have the meats.
When you drive a Ford with intelligent all-wheel drive and great gas mileage, your neighborhood gets a whole lot bigger. So whether you're taking in a show, getting in a workout, or just hanging out with your friends, Ford has the perfect intelligent all-wheel drive vehicle for anything that comes your way. Welcome to the neighborhood. Expand your neighborhood in a new 2016 Ford Fusion with the confidence of intelligent all-wheel drive for just $199 a month. Visit your local Ford store today.
Midco Internet is built for speed, so don't let old software or equipment hold you back. Go to midco.com for easy-to-follow internet optimization tips. It's how fast internet gets even faster. Midco gives you more.
This weather brought to you by Black Hills Power.
This is NewsCenter1 Weather with Chief Meteorologist Bob Riggio.
All right, let's start off with some rainfall totals. Custer, not a lot here, 0.10 of an inch, Spearfish 0.03, Pine Ridge the same, Phillip 0.02, and Gillette 1/100 of an inch of moisture. At the National Weather Service, 400s there, 500s out at the airport, but as you can see right here, we're well above normal at both locations, and we don't expect to see any rain tomorrow nor through the weekend nor most of next week as well. We're just going to have some very summer-like conditions, at least through the weekend. 63 the high today, 53 our low, and the sun will be coming up right there, 6:58, 6:21. We expect the sun to go down over at Rapid City Airport. We have clear skies, 47 degrees. Winds are out of the west-northwest at 6, and a little bit of a wind gust today, 64 miles per hour. Here are the temperatures over the eastern half of the country, 89 in Memphis, 85 St. Louis, 86 New Orleans, 87 Houston. So rather warm temperatures there. Slightly cooler all up and down the Rockies, 67 Albuquerque, 78 though in Denver, 68 in Billings, 75 Salt Lake City, 92 Phoenix. In the upper levels, cool day today. We have a little bit of this dip. You can see a little bit of a northerly component to the jet stream, and that kept us fairly cool well, not fairly cool. Temperature's right about normal for this time of the year, really. Fairly cool compared to the weekend. This is Saturday. There's a jet way to our north, and all warm air will be working its way back into the Black Hills. And on Saturday, we'll see temperatures up in the 80s. Certainly not football football weather, that's for sure. And then on the Wednesday of next week, the jet stream, a little more of a zonal flow from west to east. And what that basically means is our temperatures will settle back down to a near normal, back down into the 60s. Here's our satellite radar, rather. You got some rain around the Great Lakes, and this is the leading edge of that cool front that worked its way through today, and that's where the showers are now pushing down into Kansas, some showers over West Texas. But all in all, back to the west, rather quiet. And tomorrow, high pressure will slide further to the east, a little bit of a return flow, certainly more sun tomorrow than what we had today. Temperatures are going to warm up. We won't see those highs in the 60s tomorrow. We'll see them in the 70s tomorrow. And then on Saturday, football Saturday, we have this warm front coming through, and that's going to warm us up even more. Temperatures on Saturday in the 80s, middle 80s. It will be a warm day on Saturday. Let's see, here's our future satellite radar. It's going to be a warm day tomorrow. Tomorrow, partly cloudy skies, as you can see, all across South Dakota. We don't expect any moisture anywhere. And then where's that warm front? There it is. It's working right on across. That'll warm us up even more on Saturday, and lots of sunshine on Saturday. High temperatures today, generally in the 60s all across South Dakota. 69 Faith, 66 over there in Phillip. And tomorrow still remain in the 60s over East River, but as I said, we should start warming up, and you can see right there we are, temperatures in the lower 70s. Then the warm front comes through. We'll see temperatures in the 80s, 83 in Faith, 84 Phillip, 83 Pine Ridge, 82 in Buffalo. And those 80s looks like will continue to march right to the east of the Missouri River as well, 82 in here and 83 in Mitchell. Here's a forecast for the Black Hills. There you have it. This is for tomorrow now. 74 Buffalo, 65 Custer, 73 in Pine Ridge, 70 in Martin. Elsewhere, Hill City, 68, 74 Sturgis, Bellefouche, 75, 73 down in Hot Springs. The forecast for tonight, what do we have there? 41, a little bit of a chilly night, but it should be comfortable. Winds out of the west, 5 to 10, clear skies. Tomorrow, warmer than today, 73, mostly sunny, and we'll let that warming trend begin tomorrow. Southerly winds 5 to 10. Tomorrow night, a little warmer than tonight, 52, mostly clear, and winds out of the southwest, 5 to 10. Here's that 7-day forecast. So we'll just continue this warming trend into Saturday, 86, 81 on Sunday. 67 Monday, 79 on Tuesday with plenty of sunshine. Looks for the next 7 days. ClickBigDeals.com. Grab that coupon for $12. You take it to Roma's restaurant, and you can purchase $25 worth of delicious food or your favorite beverages. And I'm talking about Saturday quite a bit. 86, that high temperature, Shad.
That's unbelievable.
I'm going to be down in Lincoln, cheering on our Nebraska Huskers, and so we'll see how that works out.
Our crestfallen Cornhuskers.
Man!
See if they can kind of right the ship.
They're playing Wisconsin.
Wouldn't have expected them.
They've lost so many heartbreakers.
Yeah, it's been
Nebraska. It's a shame.
Been a rough year, opening year for Mike Riley. We'll see what happens. Right. Best time of the year sports-wise. We've got college football, NFL, and playoff baseball too. Highlights still to come from the opening day of the girls' state tennis tournament as well. NewsCenter1 Sports after the break.
You know, Perkins isn't just about breakfast. There's a whole other side to them. Take their Great Plates menu, over a dozen delicious items from $4 to $8. My favorite is the new Double Catch, $8. Breakfast and a whole lot more. It all comes together at Perkins.
What makes Liberty Superstores a dealership for the people? People with more insight, more options, more respect, more heart. We eagerly serve the frustrated, the hardworking, the people. We believe everyone deserves to drive a nicer, newer car, and that's what makes us for the people. Liberty Superstores.
Menards has the sale that lets you save big on over 65,000 items. So get ready, get set, and save with an 11% rebate on everything. Hurry in and save big, because now is the perfect time to save on all of your projects with an 11% rebate on everything, including sale prices. That's savings on top of savings. Get everything you need with an 11% rebate going on now.
Fisher Home Galleries carries some of the finest brand name furniture in America and is home to the exclusive Flex Steel Gallery. With upholstered styles and your choice of over 1,500 designer fabrics to choose from, you will be able to create your own dream home at the guaranteed lowest prices in South Dakota. And best of all, the beauty and comfort is made to last. The Flex Steel Blue Steel seat spring and frame are guaranteed for a lifetime. Invest in better quality furniture at Fisher Home Galleries, where beautiful homes begin, on West Main and Rapid City.
You know, Perkins isn't just about breakfast. There's a whole other side to them. Take their great plates menu, over a dozen delicious items from $4 to $8. My favorite is the new Double Catch, $8. Breakfast and a whole lot more. It all comes together at Perkins.
This is NewsCenter1 Sports with Justin Wickersham.
It's been 9 years since a team from West River last won a girls' state tennis title in South Dakota, but that streak may soon come to an end. St. Thomas More and Rapid City Stevens entered this year's girls' state tennis tournament as the top 2 ranked teams in the state. And today, Alicia Wiedmeyer and Tiana Duda of Stevens faced the team from Pierre in the second round of the Flight 1 doubles. Wiedmeyer returned service here, hitting the baseline for the winner. Later on now, with Pierre serving, Wiedemeyer handcuffs the Pierre player with this solid backhand just over the tape, and Wiedmeyer and Duda advance with a win over Pierre in straight sets. Moving on to Grace Goebel and Madison Finsky of St. Thomas More taking on the team from Aberdeen Roncalli. Finsky deals her opponent an ace. Then later on in the set, Finsky blocks this return cross-court for the winner, and Goebel and Finsky move on with a win over Madison Sumner and Emma Gallagher. And now here's a look at the team scores. After the first day of action, there is a 3-way tie for first between Rapid City Stevens, St. Thomas More, and Sioux Falls Lincoln. All 3 teams have 300 points apiece, plus 8-time defending champion Sioux Falls O'Gorman is currently sitting in 4th place. Shifting gears to volleyball, St. Thomas More squared off against Lee Deadwood for the second time this season. In the first game, Kelsey Timmer sets it to Isabella Montero for the kill. However, Lee Deadwood continued to lead the Cavaliers by 6, 13-7. The Gold Diggers answer, though, as Hannah Sicorni sets it to Miranda Gallagher for the kill, and that put Lee Deadwood back up by 7 over STM. Then late in the set, Jade Derby gets the ace here for the Gold Diggers, and Lee Deadwood goes on to defeat St. Thomas More tonight in straight sets. Also in high school volleyball this evening, Douglas snapped a 5-match losing streak with a win over Sturgis in straight sets, and Spearfish hands the Custer Wildcats their first loss since September 3rd, 3-0. In other action tonight, it was Belle-Fourche all over Red Cloud in 3 sets, plus St. Francis Indian falls to Little Wound 3-1. Also, the Black Hills Conference Cross Country Championships were held today in Pine Ridge. Spearfish won the boys team title, followed by Custer. Luke Julian of St. Thomas More ran away with the individual title. Meanwhile, Custer topped St. Thomas More by 16 points to capture the girls' championship. Mallory Delmont of Custer finished 4 seconds ahead of her teammate, Tori Glazier. And in high school football, the Rapid City Stevens Raiders will be searching for their 3rd win tomorrow night as they host 3rd-ranked Sioux Falls O'Gorman. The Raiders snapped a 3-game losing streak last week with a hard-fought win over the Watertown Arrows. Stevens head coach Scott Hagan says his team has had success running the ball, but now they need to improve on the passing game.
You know, Grant's a good running back, but you also have to give credit to the offensive line for blocking for him. And I thought the kids blocked well when it was crunch time, and we needed some first downs at the end of the game to run out the clock. So, you know, that's kind of what we're putting our hat on right now is our running game, and we would like to get some, the passing game going because we have some capabilities there, I think, with our quarterback and receivers. So.
And finally tonight in baseball, the Royals hosted the Astros in Game 1 of the ALDS. Houston off to a great start in this one in the second with 2 outs and 1 on. Jose Altuve lines a sharp single to right. Jake Marisnik motors around third and beats the throw home. The Astros go up 3-0. Later on now in the bottom of the second, Kendrys Morales unloads with a solo shot to right field, and that cut the Astros lead to 2. Then after 2 complete, a rain delay that lasted about 45 minutes. In the end, though, the Astros upset the Royals 5-2 is your final score. Also, Robinson Chirinos hit a 2-run homer as the Rangers took Game 1 of their American League Division Series 5-3 over the Blue Jays in Toronto. Plus, in the NFL tonight, Andre Johnson had 2 touchdown catches against his former team to help lead Indianapolis past Houston by a final score of 27-20. And that's a look at sports. We'll be right back.
Any of these 3 won't satisfy like our one. The second-to-none foot-long Subway steak and cheese. Sizzling steak, topped with melty cheese, and always on freshly baked bread. The heartiest appetites are no match for the Subway steak and cheese.
Your everyday banking should never interfere with your everyday life. Bank West puts you in control of your money, wherever you are and whenever you need it. Bank West. Convenient, connected, committed.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
This homecoming, our moguls take on the Bison Cardinals. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Good luck from the Gun Vault.
Score big with our low prices at Nuts and Bolts Fabric Shop.
PJ Conoco says, orange and black attack. Good luck, moguls.
Good luck, moguls, from Rancher's Supply and Feed.
Stevens Automotive says, go moguls.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your moguls at homecoming, October 9th at 6 p.m.
We know you have a lot to do before you get out the door. That's why NewsCenter1 Today is up early to get you the local headlines, accurate weather forecast, and a little extra to make sure your day starts out right. NewsCenter1, your one source for a great day.
With the change of season, as we understand, some outside activities are coming to a close for another year. Soon you won't be able to get produce and all the goodies from the Black Hills Farmers Market. Though they had a drizzly Thursday, the market is expecting a beautiful Saturday. The farmers market is at Founders Park Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, but time is running out. The official last day of the farmers market is October 31st, and there is still plenty to buy.
Well, the season is extended this year because it was late spring and we're having a late fall, so it's kind of evened out a little more than the mad rush that it normally would have been. And we still have a lot of fresh produce, tomatoes, cucumbers, eggplants, things that wouldn't normally be available now.
The farmers market has a permit to extend into the month of November. Depending on the number of vendors and the amount of interest, you may see the farmers market open on Saturdays during the month of November as well, and we'll try to keep you posted as to whether or not they do extend their run into November.
Yeah, I was talking
Good
to
stuff.
Joe Hillberry, Master Garden Hill Sound. It was a great year for squash.
Oh,
great year for squash.
Well, we saw the pictures right there.
I'll tell you all.
Look how healthy they were.
I know.
Some big old gourds.
Yeah,
so
you got that right. All right, let's look at the 7-day real quick. It's going to be dry for the next 7 days. 73 tomorrow, 86 on Saturday, 81 on Sunday. Plenty of sunshine.
It's a beautiful weekend on tap. That'll do it for us right here at 10 o'clock on News Center 1. For the whole team, have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.
It's the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. 7 years no interest is back for 7 days only. You'll find entire room groups for as low as $39 a month. Don't miss the 7 for 7 savings event at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
The Honda for You sales event is happening now, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Honda Civic. Our best Civic yet was named a KBB.com Best Buy and is the best-selling car in its class. The Civic is also loaded with standard features. So hurry into your Honda dealer today, and you could get a great deal on a 2015 Civic during the Honda for You sales event.
This homecoming, our moguls take on the Bison Cardinals. Join the following businesses in showing your team spirit.
Good luck from the Gun Vault.
Score big with our low prices at Nuts and Bolts Fabric Shop.
PJ Conoco says, orange and black attack. Good luck, moguls.
Good luck, moguls, from Rancher's Supply and Feed.
Stevens Automotive says go Moguls.
Show your team spirit and cheer on your Moguls at Homecoming, October 9th at 6 p.m.
Shopko's got it at the lowest prices of the season sale. Find crazy deals like Pepsi products, 4 for $11, limit 8, and Envision Studio bath towels, just $3.48 each. At LPS, Shopko has 40% off collegiate and pro team apparel. And this Disney Infinity 3.0 Star Wars starter pack, only $49.88. Take 60% off Energy Zone apparel. And colorful 8-inch fall mums, just $5.88 each. More crazy deals through Saturday. This is LPS. Shopko, the stuff that counts.
Now's the time to upgrade to a better night's sleep at a great price from Denver Mattress. Check out the Aspen King mattress on the Ergo 330 adjustable base. Through Thursday, it's just $42 a month with 7 years no interest. Now at Denver Mattress.